Imagine this. You step out of your house, and instead of the usual city chaos, you're greeted by fresh air, vibrant green spaces, and the sound of birds chirping right in the heart of the city. No, it's not a dream. It's the future of urban living. And today we're diving into the incredible world of green cities. But here's the twist. By the end of this video, you might just see your city in a whole new light, and maybe even start imagining how you can help create one of these green havens. Picture this. What if the streets you walk down every day weren't just concrete jungles, but lush, green pathways that connect you with nature? It's not science fiction. Architects and urban planners are racing against time to design cities that are not just livable, but actually thrive alongside nature. We're talking cities where trees, green rooftops, and energy-efficient systems are as common as traffic lights. Sounds amazing, right? Let's zoom in on a concept that's changing the game: green buildings. Imagine living in a place where your home isn't just a place to sleep, but a part of the ecosystem. We're talking about green roofs, vertical gardens, and energy-saving designs that make buildings both beautiful and eco-friendly. These green spaces don't just look good, they actually help lower energy bills, absorb pollution, and cool the air. Talk about a win-win. Let's take a trip around the globe and see how some cities are already putting these ideas into action. Take Singapore, for example. This city-state is renowned for its City in a Garden initiative, where skyscrapers are covered with plants, creating a vertical rainforest. The iconic Marina Bay Sands Hotel has an infinity pool on the roof surrounded by lush greenery. But it's not just for show. These plants help cool the building naturally, reducing the need for air conditioning. Now, let's take a trip down the street. What if your daily commute could be clean, quiet, and green? No more traffic jams, no more smog. In cities like Copenhagen, cycling is the go-to mode of transport. People zoom past cars on bike lanes so wide, it almost feels like a race course. The best part? These cities are not just eco-friendly, they're fun. Cycling becomes a lifestyle, and in green cities, everyone's got their wheels rolling. Take a look at the power of smart technology. This is where the magic happens. Imagine your entire city running on clean energy. That means no more fossil fuels, no more burning coal. Instead, we're talking about harnessing the power of wind, solar, and even water to power everything. In cities like Masdar City in the UAE, they've developed an entire community that runs almost entirely on renewable energy. Smart grids monitor and manage energy use, and solar panels are integrated into the buildings and streets. It's as if the city itself is breathing in harmony with the environment. Even our transportation systems are getting smarter. In Los Angeles, for example, a new generation of electric buses is being rolled out, designed to reduce emissions and give passengers a smoother, cleaner ride. And in Barcelona, Spain, smart traffic lights use sensors to adjust their timings, reducing fuel consumption and making the flow of traffic more efficient. So cities aren't just being green, they're becoming smart too. Now here's a little secret. One of the biggest problems in cities today is waste. But guess what? In a green city, waste isn't a problem. It's a resource. From recycling to composting to turning food scraps into biofuel, waste is being reimagined. In Toronto, for instance, they've developed a waste-to-energy program that turns organic waste into power. Imagine that coffee cup you toss away. It could be transformed into energy or used to grow more food in urban gardens. So not only are we cleaning up our act, but we're turning trash into treasure. Speaking of food, let's go to the heart of these green cities: urban farms and community gardens. It's not just about getting fresh veggies, it's about creating communities. These spaces are popping up in cities around the world, giving city dwellers access to fresh, local food. In Detroit, once a city of industrial decline, vacant lots are being transformed into thriving urban farms, providing both food and job opportunities. And here's the best part: you don't even need a backyard to grow your own food. Imagine turning an empty rooftop or parking lot into a community farm. Pretty cool, huh? Now, you might be wondering, where does nature fit into all of this? Well, here's the surprise. Green cities are all about bringing nature back into the urban landscape. Think parks, wildlife corridors, and green spaces woven throughout the city like a giant living blanket. Not only do these spaces give us a much needed escape from city life, but they also boost mental health, reduce stress, and even improve air quality. Plus, they provide homes for wildlife in the middle of the city. I want you to think about something for a moment. Imagine stepping outside in your city, and instead of hearing the constant hum of traffic, you hear the sounds of birds chirping and leaves rustling in the wind. Picture walking to work through a park instead of dodging cars. What if there was a huge green rooftop above you that not only beautifies the place, but also produces food for the local community? Now, take a second and imagine how you could make a difference. Whether it's advocating for better public transportation, planting more trees, or supporting policies that promote sustainability, what action can you take in your own city? What small change could you make that might lead to a bigger transformation? The movement toward green cities is not just a trend, it's a necessity. As urban populations grow, the stakes are higher than ever. But with innovation, careful planning, and a commitment to sustainability, cities can become hubs of resilience and renewal, helping us preserve our planet for generations to come. So, the next time you walk down a busy street or enter a crowded building, imagine what it could look like with just a touch of green. Because this future is not just for other cities, it could be yours too. And trust me, once you start thinking green, there's no going back.